Oh my goodness, I have learned so much this morning. We're at Antique Warehouse. It's 14,000 square feet of just amazing stuff. There's 60 different vendors in here. So like this is the tiki part over here, which Sean and I have been picking through all morning long. But we wanted to focus a little bit on vintage fashion this morning. And I was fascinated by, like, Doris, you're wearing, this dress is from when?
1950s.
1950s.
Yes.
Now I could buy something. You know, I go to the store and buy something, and I swear after about 6 months, it's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
But this is perfect from the 1950s.
Yes, but like, look at here. Look at here. We're going to look at the seam. Look at,
Oh, boy.
it's lined, and you can explain the hemline here too about, you know, why it's lasting so long.
Well, the lining is critical to the wear of the garment. It's against the body, so it takes a lot of that constant rubbing, and it helps the fashion fabric, which is what we call the outside fabric, last longer. And you can see there's a decent hem here, which helps weight, but also allows you to make it a little bit longer. Nowadays, if you get half an inch, you're fortunate.
You're lucky.
That's the, you know, if you want to shorten it, great, but if you want to lengthen it, you're out of luck. And if you're tall, which that's never been my problem, but you know, it's difficult maybe to find things at the right length.
I never thought about the thicker hem. It's just weight that kind of helps the garment like stay down and flat.
Helps it hang. Also, how cutting on the grain, which in cheaper fashion they don't, because you can't get as much garment out of the fabric. So cutting properly on the grain so it hangs straight is super critical.
Oh, that's so interesting. So like wood grain, you got to cut with the wood grain. With cloth, you should cut with the grain.
Yes, absolutely.
Fascinating.
Look at this dress like in the 1950s. There's not one hole in it. There's not any damage to it because it's well constructed. I'll probably have this dress for what, another 20, 30 years if I live that long?
It hangs properly. You can see the seams are straight. It's not bagging anywhere. It was made to last.
Yeah, and that's what I love about the 1950s, because this will be a part of my life, and then I can repurpose it, refashion it, restyle it, do so many different things with it, and it'll be a story that continues on.
It is so interesting talking to you both about the vintage clothing because you have such reverence for it. Like when you, like, we were making fun of you because you were petting everything, but you do have such
don't get me started.
reverence. But there's something called, what you call it, a hand
The
tie?
hand of the fabric, it's what it feels like. It's the weight of it. It's if you crinkle it, how quickly does it smooth itself back out. And older fabrics, I mean, this is brocade from Hong Kong. This is when where it was made, and it's the weight of it. You can feel it in the skirt. You can feel the quality when you touch it. And it's still gorgeous. I mean, you can't, where do you find fabric like this anymore to make something even?
Thank you both. I have learned so much. We have one more segment for you. Doris is going to talk about jewelry to go with your fashion.
Okay.
Jewelry.
Yes.
Okay, that's coming up. Stick around for that. Back to you guys.
All
Didn't you
right.
learn something? Wasn't that interesting?
That is
No,
such
definitely.
a good point about the hem, like having the extra fabric there and it helping it lay better.
Indeed.